welcome back to Crumble Cat. So you lucky people get to see 2 videos today because I wanted to do me watching back my predictions video and reacting and telling you my real results. So if you want to see that video, it's going to hopefully come out later today. So make sure to subscribe and put your notifications on so then you can be notified when I post the video, and you can make sure you can find out my results. So yeah, so sorry you won't be finding out my results in this video because I wanted it just to be about the day and what happened, and then you can see the next video hopefully coming out in a few hours. So it's not even going to be that long, you have to wait. You might even be watching this when it is already out, but yeah. So make sure to go and watch that and subscribe so you can be told when it's uploaded. So I'm going to just tell you about the day because it was so long and stressful like I said it would. Well, it wasn't actually as stressful as I thought it would be because of my results. I'll give you that hint. But yeah, so I'm going to tell you. So I started off the day feeling really nervous. I woke up so early just because I couldn't like sleep that much because I was so nervous, and I went to collect my friend first because we wanted to kind of do it together and walk in together. So I collected her and then we walked into the school feeling so nervous, like I thought I was going to faint. I was that nervous, and we both just kind of talked about how nervous we were. That's all we could talk about. And it's so funny because we would see people in our year that we haven't seen since we left school, and we were just talking about how nervous we were, not like what we've been doing over the summer, just how nervous are you, how nervous are you. It's kind of funny, that's all you could think about really, couldn't really talk to people you'd not seen in a while. So yeah, so I after talking to everyone, like 10 minutes after 10, because we were supposed to go at 10, they said you can now go and collect your results, and we all just kind of like sat there going, do we have to? Like we didn't want to get out of our seats, we were just so nervous. So yeah, we got up and we went to the desk where we would be able to collect our envelopes, and we had to sign in first, and that was quite hard because there was a whole long queue, so we had to wait through that. I was like, I'm gonna faint. I was so bad. So yeah, so then I went to get my envelope and I waited for my friends, and then we all just kind of stood in a circle and we all just stared at each other because we all just didn't want to be first to like open it, and we just wanted to wait for like everyone else to, I don't know, we were all so just caught up in the moment that we didn't really know what to do. We just kind of all paused. So we were like that 5 minutes laughing like, I don't want to do this. None of us wanted to do it. And yeah, and then I just said I was gonna do it. Well, yeah, everyone was kind of watching, so I just went, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I was first to open them. So I opened my envelope, and yeah, and then I'm not really going to go too much detail because I don't want to give out my results in this video, but yeah, so then I just was really happy and I got my results. And then I had to go around to all of my teachers. I didn't have to, but my English teacher was really happy, and she was like, and I think they already knew because my English teacher told me she wasn't going to know, so we had to go and tell her because she wouldn't know. But she was so like acting, I could tell. She was like, oh, you got a in English, yay. And it was like, yeah, you already knew that. And then the reason I know this is because then I went over to my maths teacher and I was like, I got a in maths, and she was like, yeah, I already know. I was like, oh, hey. And then she hugged me, and then she was like, oh, you've done so well in your other subjects. And yeah, it was really, 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 really fun. I don't know, I was so scared. The only embarrassing one was one of the teachers that it wasn't that embarrassing, but I just felt really bad for one of the teachers compared to the rest of my results. That's another clue I need to tell them. Right, I'll wait until the next video. Yeah, so then I went around my teachers, then we also had like have a interview, but it wasn't really that much of an interview. I just had to go up to the careers manager person and I just had to say where I was going, and yeah, and luckily because of my grades, I was able to go into a higher level in my college. So that's good. Yeah, so that was great. So yeah, so she was happy with me. So then after kind of saying bye to some of the well, I didn't actually say bye. We just kind of talked about results, and even though that was probably the last time I'd see half of them, we didn't say bye. Really, it was kind of just talking about results. So, so now then after that, I had to go straight in the car and I had to go off to college, and that was so interesting because there was lots of different stages to the process of being enrolled. So there'll be like, first of all you go and sign in, and then you have to go and talk to this other person. I'm not quite sure what I had to do in that part, apart from just they looked at my results and said yes, okay. Then I had to go up to English and Maths, and then we had to talk about English and Maths. I'm not saying what happened in English and Maths because I'm not giving out my results. And then I had to go like through this library area and then down to my tutor, so where I'm the teacher I'm going to have basically for the next 2 years. I hope. I don't really know that much about it. And then I had to talk about the day I started, the timetable, everything like that. And then I had to go to this other place to work out my work experience. And then I had to go and sign out in reception, and then I got to leave. There was so many steps. Like they gave you a list so you wouldn't miss any out. It's like enrollment steps, and there's like 7 steps to it. So that was a long process. Oh yeah, and then I had to, one of the stages I had to get my photograph done. It was so embarrassing because the photo is really bad. I'm like, I wasn't ready. But I'm stuck with that photo for 2 years, so that's great. Yeah, so after being enrolled at college, I went to my grand's house and I went there for quite a while. And then at, I can't remember what time, I've forgotten already. But later in the day, I forgot it on the last video as well. Oh, okay, anyway. Yeah, so then I went to the NCS graduation, and that was really good because we all got to kind of enjoy our grades, and we did, even though we spoke about our grades, it was kind of more of like getting through NCS, so that was the whole point of it. So it was more of a party, like celebrating our grades as well as celebrating the fact that NCS is over. That's not so bad, but just the fact that we completed it. So yeah, so then we had to go up on stage and I had to get my certificate in, and yeah, I was happy because my video that I had made, it's a video that's actually on my channel. It's called NCS Social Action Project, something like that. You can go and watch that if you want. And that was shown, and yeah, I'm so happy because I wasn't expecting it to be shown because I didn't actually give it to them. But luckily, when the team leader of our group, she sent it to one of the leaders of the graduation. I don't know what they're called. Yeah, so luckily she was able to do that, and I didn't know. I was like, oh, our video's not there. Every other group apart from one had a video, so I was feeling really bad. But yeah, luckily our team leader was great and did that for us. Even though it was really embarrassing because I did have to watch everyone watching my video, and I think they enjoyed it, I hope. So yeah, so it was a great day, better than I thought it was gonna go, just because of the grades and because, I don't know, it could have been worse, much worse. So thank you for watching. That's just a story of my day. Actually it wasn't yesterday, it was 2 days ago now, but I was so busy yesterday, so unfortunately I couldn't make this video for you. So stay tuned for later, subscribe so you can be notified when I post it, and yeah, so see you all soon, very soon, later in the day. Bye!